Are you living in a real life love it or list it moment? I'm Cindy Wadsworth.
And I'm Pete Pacina.
And we're with the Cindy Wadsworth team at eXp Realty. So the popular show, I think it's been on since 2008, Love It or List It. The premise behind it is where they come out and they're thinking about selling or making the home more suitable to what they're looking for. So they have somebody renovate the home, and then they come back and they're like, either they love it and they stay, or they list it and they move.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So we have a lot of people reach out to us all the time about different renovations that would make sense for them if it would actually make them money or not be worth doing.
Yeah. And the biggest challenge that we always come across is sometimes they ask about the renovation too late in the process, right? They're thinking about selling. They've wanted to make these renovations for a long time, and now they're thinking about doing the renovation just so they can sell the house, where they haven't actually got to enjoy the upgrade or the renovation they wanted to do. So it's a hard trade-off there, right? Because you're now creating this beautiful home or a new version of a beautiful home, and you might be leaving, and then you don't get any of the benefit out of it. Right?
Yeah, and you actually may do the renovations and decide that you want to stay. But typically what happens is there's a reason that somebody is looking to move, and a lot of times the renovation that they make doesn't actually satisfy that. So then it's a matter of, is this going to make us money or not? We actually were invited to a friend's house this weekend for a barbecue, and they just put on this amazingly gorgeous outside living area that a couple of years ago they were talking about moving. Now they put on this living area, and she says, I'll never leave.
And I don't blame her.
Yeah, but one thing is always certain is change. So something may change and they may end up leaving, but what they put into the house will absolutely, hands down, bring them the money back that they'll get for it.
And that's the important piece of this is, are we going to make renovations that we, A, get to enjoy, but then B, get a return on when we go to sell, or is it a sunk cost and we're okay with that? And that's something that you have to know up front. You have to decide that up front.
You do also have to be concerned since the pandemic. Materials are higher now.
Labor costs.
Help is down. It's hard to find contractors. So there is a process, and it can be a little bit painful in going through that. Even if you do end up buying a home that actually needs renovations, you may think like, okay, it's going to be $50,000 or $70,000. And now you find out that it's $100,000 to $125,000. We've experienced that ourselves personally, both in our own personal home as well as some flips that we have done. So you really need to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing. And that's where we come in.
If you're thinking about, should we make this renovation or should we not, before you decide what you're going to do, give us a call. Let's sit down. Let's make sure that what you're planning on doing actually solves your problem and solves your need, and then also you get a return on that. And if that's the case, then you have a decision that you can make, and you have all the flexibility to make that choice. If it's determined that that's not the best decision, well, then maybe we can talk to you about what it would look like to sell, and now you have all the options to make your best informed decision.
Yeah.
So feel free to reach out to us. Until next time, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.